Good day. My name is Jamiel Dajanish and Physics 1 for Eric D. Today I'm about to explain one of the example problem in Newton's second law of motion in chapter 2, which is dynamics. So here's the problem. A boat with mass 3.5 times 10 raised to 2 kilogram, including the passenger, has an engine that produces a net horizontal force of 7.7 times 10 raised to 2 Newton, after accounting for forces of resistance. So this problem is an application of Newton's second law of motion together with the equations of kinematics in our previous lesson. So ito na nga, no? So for letter A, find the acceleration of the airboat. So B, after reaching that speed of 12 meters per second, the passenger turns up the engine and drifts to a stop over a distance of 50 meters. Find the resistance force assuming it is constant. So, ito na nga yung ating figure, ano? Example ng figure ko, which is I'm not good at. So, for letter A, we will solve for the acceleration of the airboat. We will apply the Newton's second law of motion. And for letter B, only the resistance forces act on the boat in the x direction. So, yung net acceleration can be found using one of the equation in kinematics. So, letter A muna. Gagamitin natin yung second law, which is net force is equal to mass times acceleration. So, ayun na nga, ano. So, all of our forces are in x direction. So, magiging x siya. Ayan. So, may given na net horizontal force. So, yun yung gagamitin natin dito sa net force, which is yung sinabi ko kanina na 7.7 times 10 raised to 2 Newton. And yung mass naman ay yung 3.5 times 10 raised to 2 kg. So, solving for acceleration is equal to net force over mass. So, substituting the numerical values is equal to yung ating net force, which is 7.7 times 10 raised to 2 Newton over yung mass natin na 3.5 times 10 raised to 2 kilogram. So makaka-cancel natin to. So meron tayong makaka-cancel dito dahil ang natin ang katumbas na to ay kilogram is equal to meters per second square. So ayan, cancel natin tong kilogram, ano. At ang magiging pag sinoldo natin tong part na to, ang makuha natin sagot dyan ay acceleration is equal to 2.2 meters per second square. Wait, rewrite natin na maayos to. Acceleration is equal to 2.2 meters per second square. So ito na magiging sagot natin. So, yun na nga yung letter A natin, which is the acceleration of the airboat. Ayan. So, letter B. Letter B naman tayo. Ang gagamitin natin na equation ay galing sa kinematics na ito yun. B square minus B sub O square is equal to 2 times acceleration delta x. So, or change in position. So, dahil may given time position sa letter B na 50 meters, yan yung final position. And A, yung given speed of 12 meters, which is the initial speed of the boat. So, dahil nga nag-stop yung boat after reaching 12 meters per second na speed, hinayaan niya na yung boat niya na umandar hanggang sa ma-reach niya yung 50 meters. So, yung final velocity natin ay 0 na agad. So, divide mo natin both sides sa 2 delta x. So, divide 2 delta x. So, cancel to. Ayan. Cancel yan. So, A natin is equal to negative b sub o square over 2 delta x. So, ayan na nga, ano. So, yung a natin, ang katumbas naman yan, ng b sub o square natin, ay ang 12 meters per second square. So, negative yan, over 2, times yung ating, yung ano natin, 50 meters natin, 50. So, ayan. So, solve na natin yung dalawang to, So, solving, a will be negative 1.44 meters per second square. So, ito yung magiging sagot natin dyan, Yun ang ina-calculate natin sagot. Negative siya because the boat is in deceleration. So, solving for force resistance naman. So, resisting force is equal to mass times acceleration. So, ayan na, So, resisting force natin ay mass. Yung mass natin na 3.50 meters. 3.50 I mean, times 10 raised to 2 kilogram. Times, ito nakuha natin na to na 1.44. Negative 1.44 meters per second square. So, ayan na nga, So, calculating our resisting force will be resisting force is equal to negative 504 Newton. So, ito na yung nakuha nating sagot sa B, So, ito na nga yung naging mga sagot natin sa ating problem. So, for letter A, acceleration is equal to 2.2 meters per second square. So, ito na acceleration ng ating airboat. For letter B naman, ang resisting force natin is equal to negative 504 Newton. So, ayan siya. Letter A and letter B.